So let's begin our yoga sequence lying on our backs with the knees bent, and allow the knees to drop into one another. And just allowing the body to settle down into the mat beneath you. Feeling the weight of the body. There's nothing to do in this moment. We're giving ourselves permission to rest and connect with the breath. And as you breathe in, allow the belly to expand wide like a big balloon. And exhale, releasing, letting go. Inhaling as the belly expands wide like a big balloon. And exhale, letting go. And once more inhaling. And exhaling. Allowing the breath to return to its usual pace. Bringing your hand to your heart center at the center of the chest. And feeling the weight of the hand on your heart. Feeling the warmth of the hand. And as you breathe in, imagine there's a light, a little golden light at your heart center. And with each breath in, that light becomes a little brighter, a little larger. And with each breath out, letting go and being aware of this moment. So you breathe in, that light expands a little more, getting brighter and brighter. As you breathe out, surrendering, letting go. And that light begins to get larger and larger. And this heart, light, energy begins to spread out through the body. Spreading up the neck to the head. Down the head to the neck. Down the arms to the hands. Back up the arms. And as this light spreads around the body, you can think of it as liquid light or like a mist. You sense balance and pure love around the body. And this light also is a healing light. Healing, nourishing the cells, the muscles, the bones. That light continues to spread down the body, down the torso, down to the hips and the pelvis, down the upper legs, knees, down the lower legs to the ankles, to the feet, and all the way down to the toes. This light is now glowing all the way around the body, flowing through your bloodstream. That light begins to release out any stress and tension from your day. With each breath out, letting go of your day, your week, your month. Letting any worries, be released with the breath out. Feeling the body recharged with the breath in. The breath is flowing in and flowing out. You begin to allow the breath to deepen, incorporating 3-part breath. So as you exhale, the navel draws toward the spine. And as you inhale, the belly expands wide and the breath rises all the way up to the ribs and the chest. And as you exhale, releasing from the chest, ribs and belly. Inhaling as the abdomen, ribs and chest expand. And exhale, releasing from the chest, ribs and belly. Inhaling, expanding. And exhale, releasing. So still sticking with that breath. As you inhale, expand the belly, rib and chest. Your arms come up straight over your chest and then all the way down toward the floor behind you. It doesn't have to touch the floor. And then rising the arms back over the chest and releasing the arms back down. So as you breathe in, the belly, ribs and chest expands as the arms reach over the head toward the floor. And as you exhale, the arms release back down. Inhaling as you rise up with the arms. And exhaling as you release the arms back down. Inhaling as the arms rise up. And exhale as the arms lower back down. Keep the hands where they are. Allow the knees to part, so into bridge. Press down through the feet, rising up vertebrae by vertebrae, or keeping the back straight if you've got osteoporosis or if the back hurts. So rising up to your bridge and then coming back down vertebrae by vertebrae, or again with a straight back if needed. So you're drawing the stomach in, pressing down through the feet, squeezing the buttocks slightly as you rise up the head, as you rise up the buttocks, the middle back, the upper back, and as you exhale, release back down. And perhaps you can start with the arms over the head toward the floor, and as you lift your hips up, the hands drop down to the mat. And as you lower your buttocks down, the arms reach over the head. So see if you can connect with this, the movement with the breath. So as you inhale, breathing into the belly, the ribs, chest. And as you exhale, breathing out from the ribs, the chest and the belly. Inhaling. And exhaling. If you're struggling at all with a 3-part breath, just breathe in and out through the belly. So belly breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Let's make this our last one. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep the arms over the head, lower the buttocks down, bend the elbows so the elbows are at cactus arms, so the elbows are bent. If you had your arms out into a T, and then bend the elbows, we're in cactus arms. Bring the feet together, bring the knees together. Allow the knees to drop to the left, take the gaze to the right. Draw the knees back to center, knees to the right, gaze to the left. So we're coming from side to side in a lying twist. Easing out any tension in the back through the twist and allowing the neck to gently move from side to side. And with our arms in cactus, that also helps to open out through the chest as well. So we're coming from side to side. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out, and then gently coming back to center. Release the hands back alongside by the hips and draw your right knee in toward the chest and the right foot up to the sky. Now if you've got a band, you can put that around your foot if you want. You don't need it, but if you wanted to today, you can have that. And then allow the leg to drop down toward the floor, hover, and inhaling as you rise back up. So you're lowering the leg down, hovering, or dropping down if you need a little rest in between, and rising back up. So we're beginning to stretch out through the back of the leg and also beginning to engage for our stomach muscles. Now if you want, when the leg is up, you can have the arms over the head toward the floor behind you, and as you lower the arms down, you can lower the foot down as well. So you're rising up the arms and leg, or maybe you're just doing the leg, and then exhaling as you lower back down. Inhaling as you rise, and exhale as you lower. If you've got the strap, just bend your elbows. You can have the strap in one hand or both. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Last one, keep the hands there. Reach your leg up, bend the knee in toward the chest and release the foot back down to the mat. Left knee in toward the chest, left foot up to the sky. Flex through the foot. Now your up to the sky might be slightly further away than mine is. Inhaling and exhaling as you lower. Inhaling as you rise. So if you want the arms, as you lift the leg, you reach your arms maybe up over the chest or maybe to the floor behind you. And then exhale as you lower back down. You're inhaling as you rise. And exhale as you lower. Flowing through the movement. Breath flowing, either belly breathing or 3-part breathing. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, rise. And exhale, lower. Bend the knee in toward the chest and release the foot back down to the mat. And rolling onto the front of the body and coming up onto all fours. So the hands are underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips, coming into cat and cow. Press down through the hands, tuck the chin in toward the chest, rounding through the back, into cow, arching through the back. And then back into cat, sinking down into child's, reaching out through the arms. So we're rising up onto all fours. We'll come into cat, cow, cat. Then keep that back round as you press down through the hands. You're getting a nice stretch through the back. Buttocks down toward the heels. Reach the arms forward, forehead to the floor, bend the elbows if you need to, and then back up onto all fours. If you prefer just staying cat and cow or just staying child's, breathe in. So when you've done a few of those, you might begin to come into cat, cow, cat, then back to neutral. Tuck your toes up into downward dog. Back onto all fours. Cat, cow, cat, neutral, down dog. So you can keep that flow going, or if you want to work a little bit in downward dog, you can pedal through the feet, bending one knee deeper and then the other. Or you can just rest into child's. Stretching out through your toes if you are in the pedaling feet of downward dog. And then releasing the knees back down to the floor. Taking the weight into the right leg and bringing the left foot forward into a lunge. Hands framing that front foot or to the top of the leg. Bend the knee a little deeper, but make sure the knee doesn't go over the toes. Taking the right foot back so you're getting a stretch through the front of the right leg, and then gently rising up slightly with the torso. You're bringing the weight back slightly. So you're bending forward and then drawing back. Bending forward and draw back. If you want to deepen it as you draw back, you can tuck the back toes for balance and sink back even further down. So you're then creating a stretch through the front of the leg. So when you sink down, you might be able to reach the torso a little bit forward, but make sure this back is nice and long. So you're rising up, leaning forward, but check the knee doesn't go over the toe. Coming back. And then as you come back, if you want to come into the deeper stretch, you draw the toe back. So you're creating a stretch through the calf area of that front leg. Bending and drawing back. Well, you might just be higher up here. Last one. And then bringing the left foot back. Tuck your toes. Bring your hands to your heart center. So kneeling position. Inhale as you reach your arms up to the sky, reaching to one side, stretching through the side of the body. Inhale back to center and across to the other side, stretching through the side of the body. Back to center, hands to your heart center, and release the hands down. Taking the right foot forward, bringing a little bit more forward, so when you bend your front knee, your knee's not going over your toes. And then drawing back. So remember, we might be up high, might be holding on to something. Our hands might be framing our the front foot. And then to deepen it, as you take the weight back, you lift the toes up, stretch through the back of the leg, particularly the calf, if it's tight, will feel stretch there. So we're bending forward and then drawing back. Flow with the breath. Always let your breath be your guide. Make sure that back is nice and long. Make sure the knees not going over the toes, you come forward. And last one. This time taking the weight into the right foot, left foot coming forward. So into a forward fold. Or if you prefer, you can come up higher and bend your knees. So you're more at a 90-degree bend. If you're in forward fold as I am, allow the head to let go. If you're higher up, maybe at 90 degrees, keep the crown of the head an extension of the spine. So the back and the neck is straight. And then if you're in your forward fold, you can take hold of the elbows and allow those elbows to rock from side to side. And lifting one elbow slightly forward and then the other arm slightly forward. So you're reaching the elbow away from you. Then coming back to neutral, release the hands. So we're either going to come up like a rag doll, vertebrae by vertebrae, or bring your hands to your waist, draw the elbows back, draw the stomach in, coming up with a straight back, hands to your heart, reach the arms up to the sky, taking the arms wide, interlacing the hands behind the back of the body, and as you inhale, reach the arms away, stretching out through the back of the body, and exhale as you lower the arms back down. Inhale as you reach the arms away, and then exhale, twist to one direction. So your arms come in one direction, gaze to the other, back to center, and then across in the other direction, back to center. So we're coming from side to side, gaze is coming slightly behind if that feels okay on the neck. breathing, flowing, and then back to center and release the arms down. Turning to face me, bringing the feet together or hip distance apart. And as you inhale, reach the arms wide, bring the palms together over the top of the head, and exhale as you release back down. Inhale, reach the arms over, palms touching over the head, and exhale as you lower back down. Inhale, reach. This time we just keep the hands there together, and then taking the legs wide. And then reaching to one side. Now, if that's too much, bring your hands to your shoulders instead, or hands to the waist. Inhale, center, and then reach to the other side. Inhale, center, release the arms down. Palms facing up, bring them up to shoulder height. Reaching to one side, so one arm comes over the head. Release, and reaching to the other side. And release. So stomach is drawn in, breathing. And then release the arms back down, interlace the hands behind you. Inhale as you reach the arms away. Also draw the hands down toward the mat. So down away as well as back. And releasing. Taking the arms out to the side, forming a little circle, and then cross the arms over in front. So we're forming two eights. What am I trying to say? 2 sets of 8. So right to the side, and then crossing over. So as you come out to the side, you've got the option, if you want, to take the gaze up. And then as you come forward, you've got the option to bend the knees round through this upper back, cross the arms over. So you're opening, and then crossing over. Opening and crossing over. Breathing. Last one. Then take the arms out into cactus arms. Spread the hands wide. Feet it to 10 and 2 on the clock. Bend your knees. Draw the elbows back, draw the hands back. If that's too much, just lower the arms down. Breathing in and breathing out. Keep the feet as they are or lift the heels. If at any time you need to rest, lower the arms down and then rise the arms back up. So if anyone's got any uncontrolled blood pressure or heart issues, flow with this instead. Or if anyone wants to flow, draw the arms down. And then cactus. Release the arms down, cross over. And then cactus. I need that today, my shoulders are aching. Always honouring your body. Last one, if you're doing the movement with me. If you've got the heels lifted, lower the heels. Release the hands behind the back of the body. Interlace the thumbs this time. So the thumbs are interlacing. Then taking the legs wide. So this time the toes, the feet are parallel rather than the toes at 10 and 2, but do take them out if you need to. Reach the arms away, draw the stomach in, hinge forward from the hips as the arms reach away from you. So you might be higher up, you might be lower down. Doesn't matter where you are as long as you're feeling the stretch for you, either at the back of the legs or the shoulders or both. Breathing in and breathing out. Reach those hands away as well. And breathing in and breathing out. Draw the stomach in, and as you inhale, rising back up. Changing the interlace of the thumb, so the other thumb is now on top. Reach the arms away, draw the stomach in, hinging forward, breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Small movement, move the arms slightly to the right, gaze to the left. To center, arms in the other direction. And back to center. Draw the stomach in. Inhale as you rise all the way back up. Release the arms. Draw one foot in and the other. Turn your palms to face forward, mountain pose. As you breathe in, imagine the breath flowing up the feet all the way to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, the breath releases back down. Inhaling, rising. Exhaling and releasing. Inhaling as you rise the breath up the body. And exhale as you release. Release the arms. Extend the right arm up. Bend the elbow. Take hold of the elbow and draw the elbow in toward the body. Reach the opposite arm around. See if you can reach your fingertips. I struggle this side, so if you've got your strap, use that, or you might take hold of your top or just leave the hands rested there. Breathe in and breathe out. So we could just keep the feet as they are, or we've got the option to bend your knees, take the weight into the right foot and the left leg out in front. Or you could have your legs straight if you prefer. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And releasing, slowly releasing the arms, rolling out through the shoulders. Left arm out to the side, bend the elbow, take hold of the elbow, draw the arm in toward the ear, opposite arm reaching around. Now make sure the neck can still move. There's no arching in the back. Breathing. Then weight into the left foot, right foot out in front, and then option to bend that supporting leg. Make sure the neck's happy, it can still move. Release the arms slightly if not. Make sure the back's not arched. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. In and out. Straighten the leg if it was bent. Release the foot, release the arms. Rolling through the shoulders. Bring the elbows forward and back. Elbows forward and back. Take a few of those. And releasing. Taking the ear toward the shoulder, breathing into the side of the neck. Now if the neck feels tight, just rise the head back up, come back down a few times. If you want to deepen it, reach the right arm out to the side and gently allow the hand to rest on the top of the head. So there's no pressure there, it's just the weight of the hand creating that deepening for you. And then taking the gaze up to the left. So gaze up to the left. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Release the eyes. Rise the head back up. Release the arm. Let's take the gaze to one side and the other. Moving the neck from side to side. Then coming back to center. Dropping the ear toward the shoulder. Reach the left arm out onto the top of the head, maybe, or maybe not use the arm. See what feels good for you. Breathing into the side of the neck. And perhaps taking the gaze up to the right, so we're stretching out through our eyes as well. Breathing in and breathing out. and breathing in and breathing out. On the next exhale, release the hand, rise the head back up, drop the chin in towards the chest and roll in the neck from side to side. Chin back toward the chest and rising the head back up. Taking hold of the wrist or the elbows behind the back of the body, or reverse prayer with your fingertips facing down, or a lot harder, your fingertips facing up. So either one of those with the arms, and draw the elbows back so you're opening up through the chest, stretching out our wrists as well if you're in the prayer position. Right foot forward, left foot back. Draw the right hip back so your hip bones are in alignment, so pelvis in alignment here. Then begin to hinge forward from the hip until you feel a stretch throughout the front of the leg, or you've come as far as you want to come. Draw the legs into one another to create a nice, strong, stable base. Breathing in and breathing out. Back is nice and long. If you had a ruler on your back, it's lovely and straight. So no tucking the chin. Draw the stomach in and rise the head back up. Bringing the right foot back and left foot forward. So avoid this tendency here. Chin in towards the chest, or I'm coming down quite far. I can nearly see my toes. We're working to lift, lengthen, draw the elbows back, hinge forward from the hips. But I forgot to say, with the left foot forward, draw the left hip back. And then draw the stomach in, hinging forward. If it doesn't feel good with the hands behind, you need to balance a little more. You could take the hands to the front leg, or just stay standing up, working the shoulders. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Draw the stomach in. Inhale as you rise back up and bringing the left foot back. Release the arms. Give the shoulders a couple of rolls back. The elbows, one elbow then the other. Good. Reach one arm out in front, palm facing up. Draw the fingertips back towards you, stretching out through the wrists. And release, give a little shake out. Other hand, arm out in front, draw the fingertips back towards you. Release, shaking out. Extend the arms out, palms touching, bend the elbows, press the hands in towards one another, the forearms in towards one another. Lift the elbows up to shoulder height or just below, or lower down if you need to. Taking the right arm underneath the left, bringing the backs of the hands towards each other. Don't worry if they don't reach. Maybe bringing the palms of the hands together as well. Extend the arms away. A couple of options for the legs. Or you could come wide with your feet at 10 and 2 and then bend the knees. So you're working the leg muscles. You could have the legs straight and lift the heels. Or traditionally, we take the right foot to the ankle of the left leg, the inside, and then bend the left leg. You can stay as that, or cross the right leg. Cross the right leg over the top of the left, and then sink down deeply. So this is not advisable if you're pregnant, crossing over this way. And if you wish, you can sink down. Or you can just have the foot to the inside of the left ankle, or the other versions that I gave you for legs. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in And breathing out. Slowly unraveling the arms, taking the arms out into cactus, taking the right foot out to the side if you're not in wide-legged already, and then bend the knees, draw the arms back, and then exhale, releasing, bringing that right foot back in, unless you're going to stay in your squat as your legs. Hands together, elbows together. You can extend the arm straight and then bend. Left arm crossing underneath the right. Backs of the hands together or palms touching. Breathe. Lift those elbows. So we're either legs wide, bend your knees, straight legs, heels lifted, or this time taking the left foot to the inside of the right ankle, then bend the supporting leg. Or cross that left foot over the top of the right leg and sink down deeper. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Try to make sure those shoulders are drawn down, away from the ears. And then slowly unraveling, taking the arms into cactus, taking the left foot out, bend the knees, draw the arms back, then reach the arms up into a star shape, release the hands to shoulder height, palms facing down, draw the elbows back, breathe. And breathing in and breathing out. So your palms are facing down here. Your elbows are drawn back, so it's not cactus. And release. Bringing one leg in and the other. Interlace your hands behind the back of the body. If you've had enough of shoulders, just leave the shoulders and we're going to come into a forward fold. Reach the arms away. Now, if you want to make this harder, bring the palms together. And less hard, release the palms, so it's just interlace the fingers. Draw the stomach in and hinge forward from the hips as the arms reach away from the body. Being mindful which thumb is on top, because we'll be coming back in a moment with the other thumb on top. Breathing in and breathing out. If the hamstrings are particularly tight, you might want to come wider with the legs. Draw the stomach in, inhaling as you rise back up. Changing the hands, so now the other thumb is on top. Changing the interlace. Reach the arms away, hinge forward from the hips. Stomach's drawn in, back is nice and long. If you're struggling, if you're halfway up, it's quite hard to balance here. So you might want to come with the feet wider. We're breathing in and breathing out. Draw the stomach in, inhaling as you rise back up, rolling out through the shoulders. Hands to your heart. Inhale as you reach the arms up. Exhale as you take the arms. Excuse me, I was going to sneeze. Take the arms wide, draw the stomach in and hinging forward from the hips. Bend your knees, taking your left foot back. Drop the back knee down. Rise up the hands to the thigh, front thigh, then taking your left hand to the outside of the right leg. Right hand wrapping around the back of the body or hand to the sacrum area, the lower back. Then twist, twist into the right. Draw your legs towards each other to create that nice strong legs. And if you want to, you can tuck your back toe and lift the back knee off the floor. Or not, as I'm demonstrating. Inhale as you come back to center, taking the right foot back and the left leg forward. Right hand to the outside of the left leg. Check the knee isn't going over the toe. The left arm wrapping around the body and gaze behind. Breath in and breath out. Breath in and breath out. In and out. And coming back to center, taking the left leg back into child, but coming into side child, so walking the hands off to one side. Breathing into the sides of the ribs. Back to center, across to the opposite side. Breathing into the sides of the ribs. And back to centre, and then making your way onto the back of the body for relaxation. So dimming the lights, popping on any extra layers, having a little drink if needed. So finding your comfortable position. If the back needs support, bend your knees, or pop a cushion underneath the backs of the legs, or extend your legs wide, long and wide, so your toes are pointed out to the side. Your palms are facing up in a receiving position. For yoga nidra, deep relaxation. Drawing the awareness to the toes. And as you inhale, draw the toes back, allow the legs to engage, squeeze the buttocks, holding, and exhale, releasing and letting go. Stomach inhale expands up toward the sky, and exhale, letting go. Chest inhaling and exhaling. Shoulders up toward the ears and down toward the toes. Making fists with the hands, engaging through those arm muscles, holding, 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 and exhale, releasing and letting go. Allowing the neck to rock from side to side, releasing out any tension in the neck. And allowing the head to rest in a comfortable position. Squishing all the muscles to the tip of the nose and release. Raising the eyebrows and letting go. Moving the jaw from side to side, letting go of any tension there. Making any adjustments that the body needs to feel a little more comfortable, a little more relaxed. Bringing awareness to the top of the head. And allowing the muscles on the top of the head to release and let go. Taking a gentle breath in and away. Allowing that relaxation to spread down the body, down the head, down to the eyes, the cheeks, jaw, tongue, down the neck, to the shoulders, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, hands, fingers and thumbs. Gentle breath in and away. Gentle breath in and away. The torso letting go, hips, upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, feet and toes. Taking a gentle breath in and away. Gentle breath in and away. Awareness to the breath. Watching the breath coming and going. Becoming the witness of the breath. Allowing thoughts to pass by like clouds in a summer sky. becoming the witness of the mind. Awareness to the peace within. That peace is your true self. And your true nature is peace. Inviting the body, the mind to surrender. Surrender into this stillness within. Embracing this moment. Drawing your awareness back to the breath. Awareness to the body, to the fingers and the toes. Begin to move the fingers and the toes, inviting movement to the body. When you're ready, bending one knee and the other, and rolling onto the side of the body, and then coming up into a seated position with a humming breath. We'll make a humming sound 3 times. So one at like our mid-range, one higher, and one lower. And if you wish, you can close off the ears with your hands and close the eyes as well. So if you wish to join in with me, breath in. Observing the difference in the sound. If you wish to join me in Loka Samasta. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all of the beings in the world be happy. Peace and joy, love and light. One heart, one love. One heart, one love, all one. All one. Jai Shri Sadguru Prem. Jai. Namaste. Oh, namaste, the light within me acknowledges the light within you. Thank you.